Oh, he's a cheeky little fellow. I say, old chaps, let's get started. All right. That's old little Mr. Buckadoodle. All right, well, today we're going to be talking about the British DPM camouflage. And as you can see behind me here, I've got a couple different variations that I'm going to talk about. I've got a pair of trousers back there as well. And I've got this really cool example that is from the Royal Air Force, and it's the Tactical Provost Wing. I did a little research on them, and apparently they were formed in 2001 and had some deployments to Iraq and Afghanistan, et cetera, et cetera. And I saw on Wikipedia said that they may be dispersed and absorbed by some other units. I'm not really sure, but if you have any knowledge on the Tactical Provost Wing, put it down below, which I'm sure you will. So, British DPM camouflage. One of my favorite surplus military camo patterns, or just military camo patterns of all time. There's a lot of great ones. Obviously, the United States M81 US woodland camouflage. That's one of my favorites as well. But I actually like the British DPM better personally. Even when I went into the Marine Corps, we were still wearing US woodland camo pattern. So it does have a little fond spot in my heart, but I like this DPM a whole lot better, and especially this variation back here, which I'm going to talk about. So, lots of really neat European types of camo, military camo, NATO camo. Uh, German Flecktarn's also one of my favorite. The French have some really neat ones. Norway has some cool ones. But as just a general purpose kind of woodland pattern, which they do call this woodland, this is one of my favorites. This camo pattern works really well for where I live on the eastern coast of the United States. And I've worn this for deer hunting, dove hunting. I've killed deer while wearing this British DPM camouflage. I think it just really works really well for me and where I live. I really like the irregular patterns. I like just the way it looks. And I got to tell you something. These camis, that's what we call them, camis, these camouflage uniforms, these things are insanely comfortable compared to surplus US woodland camouflage. I mean, it's not even comparable. I don't know if this is like cotton or polyester blend or something like that, which I'm not a huge fan of cotton uh, for outdoor activities, just because the old moniker "cotton kills." It's just cotton's just not the greatest for, to me, serious outdoor activities. Even though you will find a lot of military surplus cotton blends and such, that's just saving money by the militaries making stuff out of cotton or polyester blends. Polyester is, to me, far better than cotton, and I don't know what these are made out of, and maybe you guys will. But this is basically, the a field shirt, um, blouse. We called them blouses and trousers when I was in the Marine Corps. This is the woodland or jungle pattern. Now, I've actually got, not only are these almost, do they look different, three different patterns in color variation here, but I've actually got three different variations of the DPM camo blouses here. Um, this is the Mark II, which the pockets don't have any venting or anything at the bottom. And I may get some of this wrong because I'm not an expert on, uh, you know, British military surplus uniforms or equipment or anything like that. But I am a fan, big fan of it. Uh, but this one here is the Mark II modified. And another thing that I like about the British, this could be New Zealand for all I know. But the thing that I like about these is the pockets and such. They're just more well thought out to me. They're kind of slanted on an angle, and where the U.S. woodland is, I'm talking about the older stuff, not newer stuff, are horizontal pockets. You've got, like on this particular example here, you've got a little pocket here on the front that you could squirrel some things in. You've got interior organization pockets for pens and admin type stuff. So I really like that. And then on this Mark II example, you can see that it's got this mesh at the bottom of the pockets, which would allow for water to drain out, which I think is pretty smart. So there, and I've got 3 different manufacturers here. This one is Tantalus. I say Tantalus. I don't know anything about it, but if you read the tag here on this example, it says jacket, combat, lightweight, Mark II modified woodland DP. So, and DPM is disruptive pattern material. I should have said that in the beginning, but I didn't. But that's what it stands for, in case you're wondering. Disruptive pattern material. So this is the Mark II modified. This is the, I guess, standard Mark II. And then this example here, which is my absolute favorite, and this is the one that I've killed deer in, I've worn hunting, I've worn camping. This is kind of just like, this version here is my absolute favorite. It doesn't have as many of the new modern upgrades on the pockets and such, but I just absolutely love the pattern, the way that the camouflage is. The browns are lighter, the greens are lighter, the khaki or tans are lighter. This to me is, I don't know that if this was just, this one's so old. This one here, I believe, is from 1978, but it's kind of got the cool shoulder epaulets on it. I mean, God knows where this was worn. This could have been worn during the Troubles. I mean, it's possible this could have seen action in Southeastern Asia, not necessarily saying Vietnam. But what I think is really neat about this one, I just got to find it here where the tag is. This is like made by some old purveyor out of Derby, which I don't know where the hell Derby is. But I'll show you guys because I think this is pretty cool. And this is why I believe it's from 1978. It would appear that it's going to elude me because, why? I don't know. I know it's not on the sleeve. Oh, here it is, right in front of me. Good Lord, it was blending in. So, it says jacket, combat, tropical, size 2, James Smith and Company. Oh, James Smith and Company, Derby, A78. Now, I looked this up, this A78 CLO, and then it's got this serial number that's kind of obscured by this size 2 that's written on it. That would appear to me that this is from sometime in the 1970s. And that could explain why it's just so much more faded and comfortable. But it's got some pockets on the sleeves, or on the one sleeve for some pens. But this one fits me the best as far as the torso goes. The sleeves are a little short, but that's okay. I don't care about that. I just kind of roll them up when I wear it. But this one here, I've tried to find trousers that match it, and I can't. I cannot find trousers that match this blouse to save my life. I mean, I stopped looking. I gave up eventually. But the buttons on this one are different as well. The buttons on these more modern ones, they're like stitched from the middle with I don't know what material they use, some sort of almost like canvas there. But these buttons are just kind of cooler looking to me. I mean, they're a little glossy, but whatever. But they're more traditional buttons, and they're really like disc shaped actually, and they're kind of concave in the middle, where these other ones have more of a I guess they're more like a dome on these here. But this example here is, I love this thing. You'll catch me wearing this a lot. Now, of course, I've got more modern materials, performance materials, hunting clothes, but I still wear this from time to time. And what I like about having these, blouses is I'll just throw them in my vehicles. It's always nice to me to have a good field shirt that you can throw on if you got to go off into the woods for something. Just always have some camouflage on you. And what I also like about the British DPM field jackets is how they zipper in addition to buttons, right? So you kind of are protected from debris and stuff going inside. So I really like that. I've even gotten used to the backwards European zipper. So, but yeah, so that's my examples of my British DPM camouflage. Like I said, I've got a pair of trousers, which I love these too. I wear these just like going out. Like my wife hates it, but these are so comfortable. And I really like the camo pattern. I wish there was that older faded camo pattern. One thing that I cannot understand for the life of me, somebody please tell me. I don't know if this is a British thing, a European thing. I have no idea. Why just the one pocket? Why just one pocket? Okay, why? I don't understand. I wear these, and I like to put my cell phone in my back pocket when I'm walking around and stuff. So I've got my wallet in this one, and then I've got nowhere to put my cell phone. So I may have to add one. But now these trousers are extremely, extremely comfortable. I like that they've got a little tie string on the inside, and these are made. They're made by whoever this is, DCTA. I didn't look that up either. I'm assuming that's some Ministry of Defense contractor like the Natalis or Nautilus or whatever the hell it was that I was talking about on the other one. So these are trousers, DPM, combat, lightweight. Now these are not the Mark II either. So these could really be paired with this blouse, but I don't really wear this one because this one to me is kind of like a collector's item, even though I know it's really not a collector's item, but I think it's kind of neat that it still has the, military patch on it, and it's got the Royal Air Force patch, and it's actually got the unit and the Union Jack. I think that's pretty cool. So this one I don't really wear because I don't want it to get messed up because it got the patches. Normally the patches are gone when you get this surplus stuff. I've seen them where they still have this little Union Jack on them, but that's it. Usually the patches are totally stripped off. So I feel like this one kind of slipped through the cracks. So usually if I wear this like hunting or something, I'll pair these trousers with this blouse here. So they're close enough in color that you can't tell the difference. But so, all right, guys. Well, that's it. That's my video on this. If you're looking for, I think, good surplus, super, super comfortable camouflage that, you could wear hunting. Some people wear these for fashion statements. Some people just like to have it. To me, this is one of the most cool looking, effective surplus military patterns that are out there. And I saw rumored on the interwebs that the old SBS and SAS boys still will wear this stuff, just like you'll see special operations here in the United States still wearing Woodland. So for what that's worth. All right, that's all I got on this one. I'll catch you on the next one. Really excited about my next knife review. I've got a brand new knife from Odin Wolf, that a survival bushcraft style knife that I'm going to be reviewing. So stay tuned for that. I haven't even taken it out of the box yet, but I'm super pumped. We're going to unbox that together. So that'll probably be next video or so. So keep your eyes out for that. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, think about it. Consider it if you enjoyed the video. At the very least, thumbs up, comment. I love talking to you guys, and I'm really looking forward to getting a history lesson and getting some knowledge dropped on me about this British DPM camouflage, because I know that it's a really deep rabbit hole, and man, you guys brought all kinds of knowledge for the British Army Golok, so I'm looking forward to the same sort of conversation in regards to these uniforms. So hope you enjoyed the video, hope you subscribe, hope you share, and I'll see you on the happy hunting grounds. Thanks a lot.